the last call theme music that I put over all of the last calls. Something like that.
Can I get that one more time? I'll be honest, I wasn't prepared for you to do the same tone again. So good job. Well done.
I've heard it at least 70 plus times.
That's fair.
Is guacamole a fruit salad?
What is the best milkshake for bringing boys to the yard?
Ostriches are dinosaurs.
Don't piss off old people. New game.
What do you mean it gives you Arby's mouth?
Artisanal muck duck balls.
I think they call that autofellatio.
I want to high five a shark.
Welcome to Bar Banter. Relax, have a drink with us as we debate the most controversial topics in the world today.
On today's
And if
podcast,
you call now, we'll include not
talk
only
about-
one, not two, not three,
why is
not
Siri going?
4, but 5
Five?
damn wows.
I thought we were doing Scrub Daddies. Most clever advertisement placement. We create the best spelling bee sentences. And lastly, we design the best junk drawer. But first, Andrew Mullis, what are you drinking?
Hi.
Hi.
I came in hot, so I'm drinking tequila, ginger beer, and lime. Richard, what do you drink?
Tonight, I'm drinking a Corona because that's what I have in my fridge. So
I thought it's because we were playing Miami.
no, I was gonna try and make like a because you never turn your back on family joke, but I'm tired and I don't feel it in my heart, and I don't want to do that to y'all when I don't.
Ohana, Rick. Ohana means family.
Yes, thank you. So on to the first topic. Travis.
I like it. We're both coming for Travis this
What are
time.
you drinking?
I'm hopefully
Just ignore him.
finishing off my Tomatin Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. That's what I'm working on. There's 2 glasses left or so. I'm hoping to get that done. It would be really cool if they put advertising
Don't
at the
stop
bottom
it.
of the bottle. So
I knew it was coming. I can see it in your eyes now.
Just wait. It's like a dog chasing a car.
Here you go.
Golden retriever energy.
Gentlemen, a couple months ago, I don't remember
What?
when we did it.
Does navel gazing mean?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
That was
I love that. I love that word. We'll get there. We'll get there. Our topic we had a couple months ago was what would be the best place or like the most creative place for advertising placements. And I think we decided, I don't remember, I'll have to go back and listen, but I think we decided on the inside of an airplane and when you close the overhead storage, if you put some advertisements there, that'd be probably a pretty effective place. If that didn't win, we talked about that. I remember that. I think I said clouds, but that's besides the point. Today, we're going to talk about what is the most clever advertising placement that has actually existed, that we've seen, that we've been able to experience in our lives. And honestly, I saw, and the word here was placement, right? So I've seen lots of clever ads, lots of billboards, lots of, signs on the side of bus stops that are clever, but that's not necessarily the best placement. And this one, it was a little difficult for me to come up with one, but what I came up with was, and obviously there's product placements in TV shows and movies, but I've never seen a product advertised as an entire feature-length film until this one movie. If you guys remember, I think it was, let me go look, I have it pulled up here. 2001, David Duchovny, Sean William Scott, Orlando Jones in the movie Evolution. You guys,
great movie.
Great movie. The entire thing is
classic.
The entire thing is an advertisement for Head and Shoulders.
Yeah,
that's it. Head and Shoulders paid a shitload of money for someone to make a movie where the sole ingredient in their shampoo kills the aliens. Great movie, cult classic, and I just thought that was At first, I felt a little ripped off. I was like, "What the hell?" Now looking back, that's genius.
It was
And I
brilliant.
yes, and
And they had
so
like a flash game on
did
the
they?
internet that went along with it. Oh God, I love that movie. So I'm gonna have to watch that
Yeah,
again.
I gotta go back and watch it too. But
I just remember them like looking at the periodic table, being
and they
like
do the little
they're
L.
like nitrogen based, or whatever the fuck it was.
So it was carbon. We're carbon-based life forms, and then they drew a line in an L shape to I think cyanide. It's not an element, I don't
I
think,
can't remember. I
but it
can't
was
remember
something
what it
like
was.
that.
Yeah.
And then the alien life forms were nitrogen-based or something like that, and they did the
Mhm.
same thing. They found an
And that
element,
was their
and that's the element that's
their
in Head and
heel.
Shoulders.
Yep.
And they're like, let's try it. Let's make a
Is
giant
this
Head and Shoulders.
real?
Yeah, and then they
Yes.
filled
Is this-
like some water tankers with a bunch of Head and Shoulders and sprayed it on the aliens, and it basically won the war. It's such a good movie. I imagine it, Rick. It came out at the same time as like Eight-Legged Freaks. It was kind of like the parallel movie to that.
What'd you say it was called? Evolution?
Evolution
There's a smiley face on it, and where the O is supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
had
Yeah.
a three-eyed smiley face.
Yeah, that's what it
Okay.
is. Yeah. So again, not necessarily an individual place, but just like the fact that the entire movie was one giant ad for Head and Shoulders to me was the most clever advertising placement.
I like that. I'm gonna throw out one, and I don't know if this is in the spirit of what we're going for, but I saw this on Twitter.
It's not.
and I don't know how real it is, but if so, awesome. There was a tweet that Domino's went and repaired a pothole, and then they put their
Yes.
slogan on it. It was
Yes, I
like,
saw
"Oh
that.
yes, we did." And I just started thinking, like, can you imagine if like I'm just gonna like pick like the top fast food things that come to head, like repairs is where I'm going with this. Like, can you
Yes.
imagine if just like McDonald's took up taking repairs for cars, and every time like your bumper got messed up, you had a new "I'm loving it" bumper, or just like
Mm-hmm.
these top tier
For a discount, I
Fords
would do
just
it.
with billions of dollars to spend, and they're just like, you know what? Like, you can get your car replaced with your specific part, or if you want a lower tier replacement, that maybe not lower
It's like
tier.
getting a wrap on your car, but
Yes, and it's just like, and whether it's your car, like the pothole, just anything, like,
And it
just
has to be in I don't say it has to be, but the fact that what you're saying in car and the pothole has to do with kind of the infrastructure of how people go get food. Like, it would be weird if McDonald's did it for like, I
Sure.
don't know,
A house.
a
Yeah.
house or something that didn't have to do with person
But-
going to get food, but car potholes, that's something you do, and it makes it more accessible for you to go get said food. Like, that's genius.
I would agree with that. I also wouldn't be mad if I saw the side
Agreed.
of a barn with a big McDonald's M because like a tornado went through it. But no, I like that as well.
Yeah.
And I'm down to make that a requirement. But just repairs in general, I think would be hilarious, especially
that's
like
Rick. That's the true late stage capitalism.
Yep.
That we need is
Pothole
big
was fun.
business
Yep.
subsidizing infrastructure repairs.
Yep.
because I was just thinking that I have 2 scratches in my car. I'm not gonna go like get fixed. But like if Taco Bell was like, hey man, we want to display our new, bacon wrap supreme, whatever.
I'd do that
Like,
for free.
hell yeah, put that on the side of my
The
car.
amount of business that Band-Aid would get.
Oh God, yes.
I had that as one of my.
Yes.
Fix everything. Band-Aid
Yes.
should be out there fixing everything and putting just like little, images of Band-Aids on it. They would kill it.
That would be amazing. Like, yes. So to me, just any sort of repair, I think would be
I like that. And the fact that you had the real, like, because before you didn't have the real example, but the potholes one did happen. So I'm going to write you down for potholes as
that's
the
fine.
actual example. But I like the spirit, the taking it outside the box as well, or outside the bun if you're Taco Bell.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh, think outside of it.
Drew, what you got?
Mine wasn't geared towards like a specific company, and it's kind of catty corner to Rick's, but I like the advertisements where they power wash on a sidewalk and it only shows up when it like rains.
Ooh,
Have you seen those
Those
Ooh,
are
yes.
on like TikTok or Reddit or whatever? and it's specifically the ones that like guide you towards the bar. Be like, oh, it's raining. Come inside for a beer. Blah blah blah. It's so much better than those little T signs. They're like the A-frame signs.
Like get knocked over in the storm. Yeah.
Exact, or wash away or whatever. But something kind of semi-permanent. But you could do it with almost anything. I mean, sidewalks need to be power washed yearly.
So I don't know. So with power washing, the water doesn't reveal it. It is just there. It just does it. I think it has to be like acid washed into it or something like that.
There was a couple
There's some
different
sort
ones.
of specific one.
There's a couple different ones. Like there were
Okay.
ones where they just literally power washed a logo into something.
Right.
And then there were ones where I guess they added a chemical or something, and
that makes it appear
it looked the
yeah.
same when it was dry, but when it
Right.
rained, you could see the lighter logo on it.
Like
no,
in
because
the-
at the Audi dealership, they have something that shows up like anytime it rains on their parking lot, where it's like it's some technology they do with their tire. I don't know what it is, but anyways, you can't see it unless it's raining.
right. That's not just regular pressure washing. You have there's some sort of chemical.
Right.
thing.
No. Yeah.
Okay. I still like the concept. It's good. It's
Could
kind
you
of like
imagine? Could you imagine driving down the interstate and then it starts raining and then you just see
And all of a
these
sudden-
ads pop up?
McDonald's, Walmart,
turn
fucking
here.
Oh my God.
American Airlines.
Oh my
And
god!
I mean, if we're getting into it nowadays, you could put a QR code on there.
yep.
Please
Not
don't.
safe to do
Yeah,
as a driver,
don't.
but as a passenger.
Corporations, if you're listening, do not put QR codes in the rain or on the road. Don't do it.
Just
No,
saying.
I'm here for QR codes in the rain because that would make a rainy day much more exciting.
No, I don't want to do that.
If you could design a waterfall that had a QR code in it.
sounds dangerous.
Ooh.
Okay. Any others before we vote on our three?
Yeah, I had a couple that were kind of tied for that one. The one I think that like has existed for a really long time, and I think people overlook a lot, is putting the name or like brand of your shoe in the treads.
So
Like if you're
imprint of
walking
the
in
sand,
dirt
yeah.
or mud or anything, you can actually see like this is this shoe that I'm walking with here out in the wilderness or on the beach or anywhere where you could actually see it. I feel like that's a really solid one for
do like
that
that.
type of branding.
Mhm.
And then and I thought you could, this is kind of a side one, but you could do the same thing with like car tires and their treads.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
And I feel like that I've seen it before, but probably not a lot. But put Goodyear inside the actual tire tread so you could see a Goodyear tire sped
I
through
don't
this
I don't know
place.
much about tire tread engineering, but I imagine there's enough leeway where you could get away with putting in a logo somewhere.
Yeah. You can make it work
without sacrificing too much friction. Okay. We've got Evolution the movie. We've got potholes and we've got pressure washing. Best or most clever advertising placement. I like the
I'm gonna
potholes.
jump. Yeah, I'm gonna jump.
I like the
Rick's.
potholes. That's
I
think
loved that. I thought
and
that
more
was
more
great.
so because I think you could expound on that in so
Yep.
many different ways.
Yep.
Yep.
One. This is not like
Fillings.
an
Can you imagine fillings if now and
on your
later's are
feet?
Twizzler?
Oh, yeah.
this is not like an advertisement. So there's it's all over Atlanta now, and I guess probably the U.S. But those ugly electrical boxes
Oh yeah.
that they put in.
Yeah.
And
Dunwoody's
people-
doing that.
Yeah, they decorate them. They bring in artists and stuff to do it. But if you sold that as advertising, I mean, that's passive income right there for the city.
That's pretty genius. I got no transition. No transition. This is tough.
Could you use that in a sentence?
I won't.
No, I've got no transition.
I'm
Could
gonna,
you use it in a dirty
need-
sentence?
I didn't come up with a dirty alternative to these words. Damn it.
Hey, real quick. You listening? Cool. Do me a favor. On your app, wherever you're listening to this podcast, there's a button to follow or subscribe or some sort of a notification type bell. Whatever you do, don't click them. Don't click those buttons. Don't do it. Or click it. Whatever it doesn't matter. Just fine. It's fine. Just click it. It's cool. Just do whatever you want. Preach.
You know what I just thought of? A really good place to advertise would be the script spelling bee.
I don't like it. I would have taken the dictionary more so.
And diction is a very important part of the spelling bee.
Mm.
It is. It's true. Speaking of diction, the script spelling bee at the time of this recording is around the corner. It's coming up. One of America's most treasured pastimes. And one thing that they did, I won't say as of late, but in the last 5 years or so, maybe 10 years, is when a contestant asks for a word to be used in a sentence, that sentence, instead of being very bland and just kind of, mundane, they've kind of spiced up the sentences a little bit to make them a little fun for the contestants and everyone watching. So I thought it'd be really fun if we took 5 words and each of us came up with a sentence for that word and we picked the best sentence. And hopefully I'm going to try to submit these 2 scripts to be used in the spelling bee. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if they'll I don't know if they'll be okay with the Bar Banter podcast kind of sponsoring a children's spelling bee, but we'll give it the college try.
They can drink eventually.
They can drink at some point. So I'll start with the first word, and then that kind of set everything up, and we can kind of take turns if we want. The first word is I tried to get the phonetic pronunciation of these. I might butcher them. We'll see. The first word is natant. Means to
Correct.
It means to swim or float, for my quick research. And I said, in need of a refreshing beverage, Travis ordered a Coke Natant. I know. I went there.
I'm going to hear the rest of them first before I comment. Okay, so for mine, I went, the natant duck quacks quickly.
Yes. All right, Rick.
My poop is natant in the pool.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well,
depends on
depends
on what you ate, but yes.
Yes. I'm assuming a perfect scenario
Today
it
floated.
I had a lot of protein yesterday.
Uh,
All right, so we have a Coke Natant, a Natant duck, and a Natant poop.
I will not accept a synonym as the adjective natant for the noun.
What are you talking about?
Of a Coke float.
What are you talking about?
I will not do it, Travis. And if this is
I'm calling all of my floats
if this is a peek
something Nathan's for the rest of my
into the
life.
future of your sentences, I will walk away.
No balls. You won't do it. No, I'm calling.
No,
saying you won't.
But they're all
No,
they're not all like that, but they're all a little stretched. So again, the Coke Natant, the Natant poop, or the
Coke Natans.
or the Natant.
It's funnier every time I hear it.
Which one are we going with? I'm just saying it'd be funny. The contestants would be like, "That's not how you use that."
I will vote for Rick before I let your
No, I'm sorry. I'm jumping camp.
Coke
I'm here for
Yes!
the Coke Natans.
No,
Nathan is.
Don't let him win.
I just
This
did.
is a travesty.
I see what you did there.
Uh,
There's an episode called that. Coke Natant it is. Okay.
Oh god.
I can't.
Next word, albumin, which is the
I'm
egg
so
white
excited for this one.
or the protein within the egg white. They're kind of synonymous. You can use them interchangeably, from what I understand. Who wants to go first for albumin?
I do.
Mine's okay.
I do. I do. In the sentence, Rick, you're such a piece of shit at your job. You're making the albumin department work harder. Because that is a department at my job.
Is
At
it
my
rude?
department.
Yes. And that is one of the
honestly makes
medicines we
sense.
make.
Yeah, if you're doing vaccines.
Yeah. Albumin department. Drew, what you got?
Up until the 1920s, albumin was a common ingredient used in the creation of photographs.
Hmm.
It's a true statement.
Hey, so is mine. By the way, I used this all in my sentences. I ordered the Coke. Rick,
Cognatans.
Coke Nathan. Rick, Rick was looking for stiff peaks when beating his albumin.
Wait, say that again?
Rick was looking for long, stiff peaks when beating his albumin.
Mm.
That's a cooking reference.
Yes, yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know if Rick knew. I knew.
No, I was just smiling and nodding. I was like, yeah, of course I was.
When you're making a meringue, that's how you beat it with sugar. You just turn the blender on high and
Sure, yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. So
You got to beat it by hand, Travis.
No, you don't. That takes a long time. I've done that. Don't do that. We've got the albumin department. We've got photographs, and we've got stiff peaks.
I'm kind of going with Rick on this one.
Yeah, I think it's too good. It's too good. Okay. The next word, I don't remember the actual definition, but you will get the context from it, is inchoate. I believe is how you pronounce that. Drew, do you want to kick us off on this one?
Yeah. This one's for you, Travis. Many fans found the plot of the newest Star Wars trilogy to be inchoate.
Yes, indeed. I want to say I use this semi-correctly. I said most of the arguments we have on this podcast are inchoate.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Richard?
Ass.
Fair enough. Rick, do you like the Star Wars one or the podcast one?
Can I get a recap?
Nope.
All right. Then I'm gonna go with the podcast one.
Dope.
Fuck you.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. This is the one. This is the best word I could find. This is going to be my new favorite word. I got to learn how to pronounce it and just use it fluently and put it into my daily vocabulary. The word is no, I think I got it. Omphaloskepsis.
Nope.
How do you pronounce it?
Omphaloskepsis.
Omphaloskepsis. Okay, yeah.
Like phallus.
Yes, I see it. I see it now. Omphaloskepsis. I think the way I heard it, I wrote it down wrong. Skepsis. I believe from what I read, it is the practice of looking inward and the reflections of oneself while looking at your belly button. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate that into my day-to-day, but I'm sure as hell going to try.
I feel like the term navel gazing is common enough.
Oh, is it?
I had never heard of omphaloskepsis, but I've heard the term navel gazing before.
I've never heard navel gazing.
It's introspection.
I've never heard of the word navel gazing.
That's
ever
weird. That's weird.
And I
you need to read more.
I don't know how. Rick, do you have one for this for navel gazing?
Omphaloskepsis
is defined as navel gazing.
It's defined as looking at one's own navel.
All right, I think that's Rick's. Mine was Drew's newfound passion for omphaloskepsis led him to accidentally discover a treasure map hidden in his belly button lint.
Oh wow, Travis, that is on the nose because mine was my therapist asked me to practice some omphaloskepsis, and all I found was lint.
Nice.
There you go. Except in mine, you got a treasure map. So you're welcome.
Mine's better.
I don't think so.
No, I'm with Drew on this one.
Introspection therapist. Fine. That's fine. Therapist. Cool. Last one. Seaborite. Seaborite. Sybarite. Yeah, Sybarite. That's the one. Sybarite. I believe the definition for this one is someone fond of very fancy things and lavish lifestyles. I said, as a self-proclaimed Sybarite, Danny ironically found himself in the middle of a camping trip trying to turn a granola bar into a gourmet meal.
Did you even use the word?
As a self-proclaimed Sybarite,
okay.
Danny ironically found himself in the middle of a camping trip trying to turn a granola bar into a gourmet meal. Suck it, Danny.
Got him.
Drew, what you got?
This one is only because I'm jealous. Ben's penchant for sybaritism changed it. Comes
I'm okay
out when
with
he
that.
talks about his hot tub.
That episode just got released. I don't know if you listened to it today. Okay. Yeah.
Ben, I love you, and it's just because I want to be in your hot tub.
All right, Rick.
I got nothing. Pass.
Okay, fair enough. Then pick between Danny eating a granola bar or Ben.
No, it's got to be
hot
the
tub.
Danny one.
Danny got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I don't have them all completely written down, but you guys can get the recap by just listening to that segment again. Thanks.
Nailed it.
I basically just threw them all into a junk drawer.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
Check, please.
Well,
Table
it's
one.
been- It's been
I'm out.
fun, gentlemen.
My name is Dr. Dimitri Big. I'm an adult, geriatric, and forensic fellowship trained psychiatrist and the host of the Psych Effect podcast. On this show, you'll get my take on sports, politics, current events, and world news in the context of mental health. Why me? Because I've been through all domains of mental health care. Inpatient units, outpatient clinics, academic appointments, university hospitals, nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and private practice. I've also led forensic inpatient hospital units, worked in prisons, assisted attorneys, and interviewed individuals both in criminal and civil forensic cases. I'll break down complex psychological and psychiatric issues in a fun and entertaining way and speak with interesting people and experts from different fields and professions. Join me weekly because everything has a psych effect. The Psych Effect is available on any podcast platform you use and follow on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
Gentlemen, I was scrolling through the good old social media the other day, and I came across a short, and the gentleman was describing if he could, or I don't know, he was describing what's in his junk drawer, and I thought that'd be a good topic. What we could make up our perfect junk drawer? What would it be? And to me, the perfect junk drawer isn't about utility necessarily. It's about the spirit of the junk drawer, and that is basically having exactly what you need when you don't need it. And I mean, like, I'm keeping this one thing for that one scenario, and that one scenario never happens, or I don't have another place for it, so I'm just going to toss it into the junk drawer. That's kind of the vibe of my junk drawer. It's just throw a bunch of stuff into it, and I know if I go into that junk drawer, I'm not going to find exactly what I need. It's going to be real close, but it's not going to be exactly what I need. And so with that in mind, I came up with like 20 different things that's in my junk drawer. I'm just going to kind of read through these. If you guys want to just tell me to shut up, and we'll go from there. But I wanted to set the vibe for my junk drawer first. Okay, junk drawer. 2 pens without caps. 6 keys that you don't know what they open. one screwdriver that is perpetually the wrong one that you need. So if you need a Phillips head, it's kind of the
Yes.
Schrodinger's screwdriver. A bunch of random gift cards. One good pen that you know is in there, but for whatever reason eludes you and you can't find it. 2 Sharpies that just don't have enough ink, but like you can kind of scrape by if you go over it a couple more times. Corded headphones. To most of us don't have a phone with or a device that needs a cord anymore. Assorted bag clips, loose push pins, a takeout menu for a restaurant that is closed. It might not be closed down, but when you want to order the food from that restaurant, it happens to be closed. Nerf darts, a joke book, glue or tape that's about to run out, 3 AA batteries, 5 AAA batteries, and just a random battery that you don't know what it's supposed to go to. A pack of gum with only 7 pieces left. Toy pieces, like chess pieces, little knickknacks of toys. A tube of some sort of cream or ointment. A random used plastic spoon. A calculator with a solar panel, and it just takes a little too long to actually boot up. Post-it notes and 23 cents in spare change. And that is my perfect junk drawer.
You went very specific.
I did.
On that.
I did. I'm going to let you guys digest that for a minute. Because I may have taken it very differently from how you guys took it.
You took it very differently from how I did.
Okay. I like it because you just definitely, yeah.
Because junk drawers aren't supposed to be super useful. Their utility is in that.
No, yeah, I'm not.
You're throwing a bunch of stuff in there, so
I'm definitely not saying it's useful. I guess I just I'm trying to digest in pieces. Like you took it a step further than I was prepared for, so I'm trying to dial it back. Where I was like, okay, it's useful, but not. All right, this is to me the junk drawer is it's a mix of in case of emergency drawer and I don't know where else to put you.
Right.
Drawer. So there are because as you mentioned, there are some things in there that are potentially useful but aren't, because if it's always the wrong screwdriver, the intent is this is where all the screwdrivers go, but someone used one, never put it back. Right. That's why you never get the one you want. So that's why I'm here. I like it.
Mine is I have all my screwdrivers downstairs, or
I feel like you went to your junk drawer and you just inventoried what you have in your junk drawer today, and you were like, "This is."
And also, bro, you got random gift cards you're not using.
Because to me, the junk drawer has expired gift cards. You put them in. Oh my god!
What the actual? They're not money on the table, Travis.
They're not. There's 2 gift cards in here. One is Home Depot and one's Taco Bell, and the rest are just.
You haven't used that yet?
No, I don't go to Taco Bell that often, and I keep forgetting
right next to you.
It's not right next to me. It's 15 minutes away.
It's not. It's 10.
Okay, that's still not right next to me. It's not the 5 minutes that I was accustomed to growing up.
Ugh. Okay, so I feel like I'm kind of in between you guys on this. Mine is. It's this. There are specific places in my house where I keep things that pertain to things that I do. I have all of my barware and my glassware and my booze in one place.
Sure.
Or a specific place. I have all of my tools in one place. I have all of my clothes, napkins, pot holders. All of that are very kind of specific. The junk drawer for me is things I'm probably going to use about 1 to 2 times a year.
Right.
But I need them to be there. So tape or glue or the random hex key that we talked. Yep. Or
that's a good one, hex key.
I don't do I
have a place for the hex key is just either a little too big or a little too small.
It's the one I got to.
You never have the right Allen wrench.
Right, yeah, it's the one I got in the box to put together my console that my TV is on.
Right.
And I'm not sure that it's gonna fit anything else, but there's a chance.
Right.
There's
Yep.
a chance. And like thumbtacks and post-it notes, pens, that kind of things that I don't want to go to have to buy, but eventually at some point in the next year I'm gonna need
Right.
for some reason or another.
But you just didn't itemize what's in your perfect junk drawer.
Right.
I mean, I have items like in it.
I'm saying if we were to work together to create the perfect junk drawer right now, you don't have an itemized list of what you would put in your perfect
I have
junk
a
drawer.
list of like 10 items that
Let me hear it.
should be in it. Okay. Tape for sure.
Okay.
Definitely
yes.
like basic ass
Scotch
scotch tape.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Scotch tape. A couple of pens, like you said, and like mixed things to write with. So like could be a couple pens, could be some Sharpies, maybe a highlighter, something like that.
It's always the wrong color. Yep.
Or it's dried out.
Or it's dried out, yeah.
Because like the cap was off just a little too much.
Just-
Usually super glue, but I would give anybody like wood glue or super glue, some type of adhesive that's not tape.
Mhm.
A koozie or two,
Oh, I didn't think
because
about
I have
that.
a billion of it, and I actually have a koozie drawer, but they end up everywhere.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. As they do.
Usually like a sponge, like like the last sponge in a pack
Yes.
ends up in there. A couple of band-aids usually, because I have a first aid kit, but every once in a while you're like, I just need to go look in the junk drawer, and I'm sure there's a band-aid in there.
Yeah, and you don't know how they got in there. You didn't put them in there. They just magically appear.
Cooking twine, which is
Just
very specific because it just doesn't go in any other drawer.
the fucking rope.
And I only use it for like 2 things.
Okay. Rick, do you have anything else you want to add to your junk? I mean, I'm not saying you have to be as specific as
I don't even remember what I said. So
you didn't really. You haven't said anything yet.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think I gave a vote. I just was
Yeah.
reflecting on yours. Well, I did say it's a case of emergency drawer / I don't know where
Right.
else to put this.
Yes.
So I guess to me, I'm not necessarily going to inventory like you did, but I kind of am. It's like a mixture of random batteries because like you have like your TV remote batteries that you only know where one is. So you throw it in the drawer in case you find the other one, which is where I guess you get your batteries from. So there's some random assortment of batteries / an actual stock of batteries.
Okay.
So you have like your batteries that you know you need, but you also have
your 20 pack of AA's.
And then right.
But I don't keep that. I keep the batteries, the pack of batteries somewhere else. But then the loose batteries I put in the junk drawer. That's
for me, I put them in the junk drawer because to me the junk drawer is more of a toolbox in my kitchen.
Yeah,
kind of thing. And so
it's a MacGyver box.
I
need to do something that doesn't involve a specific.
I have to add the context of I have 2 small children that can reach inside said junk drawer, so I can't put like my Swiss Army knife or I can't put and having a plethora of batteries in there is probably not safe either. So
probably not.
That's candy.
Piece of candy.
Piece of candy. And I like the tape. Tape is definitely in the junk drawer.
Has to be.
Like and I don't personally care what kind of tape, but if I come into your house and there is not tape of any variety, I don't trust you as a person.
But see that's where I 100% agree. But to me, the tape is one of those, like most things in the junk drawer. When you need it, it's always there. Or when you don't need it, it's always there. But as soon as you need tape, you go back and you're like, I know I saw it in the junk drawer, and you open that junk drawer and it's gone. That happens to me all the damn time. And maybe I just need a new junk drawer or need to get rid of my junk drawer gnomes that I'm going to present as canon. But that's me.
I had 2 others to add to it. One is charging cords.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But not with the bases that you need.
Just
like it's either like USB B to USB C or like USB A to Lightning.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's not the one you actually need in the moment, and it doesn't go to your computer, to your phone, or anything. Like you can't find the actual connectors you need.
I'm gonna add.
in
I'm gonna jump in real quick. Nothing in the junk drawer is useful with anything else in the junk drawer. The junk
Correct.
drawer is like,
Mhm.
I hope I find its
it's
counterpart or
spare
something
bits and
out
bobs
in the home. Yes.
Some bobbins. Yep.
It's like where I put the socks, where I think the dryer may have eaten them. I don't have a mismatch, but I just throw my socks over here in the like a certain bin or something, hoping to find
I
pairs
have
in the future.
Rick, I have that stack of socks where I do all of my laundry in one go. I put all my socks together, I roll them up in a ball, and then I have one of each type left, and I put them in a little pile on my dryer, and I hope that one day I'll
Yes.
find a match for them.
That is the junk drawer to me. Like
Yeah.
that.
We have a sock bag. We have a tote bag that
I
has
love it.
tens of mismatched socks between all four of us.
And then, okay, my other one was I think I saw this on Reddit, was that one item that sticks up. So when you try to open the junk drawer,
yes,
it makes it stick. So you have to like dig in there and like get your hand in to like push it up. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a koozie.
Yeah.
It could be the tape. It could be like a pamphlet or something, or like a birthday card. But
Either-
it's one thing that when you closed it like that last time, somehow everything rearranged, and now it's preventing you, like a child lock,
and
from opening it up fully,
or it prevents you from closing it fully.
or that.
I feel like we're probably not gonna, because, and maybe I wasn't specific enough in the prompt, but I think that I don't think we're gonna come up with the perfect junk drawer. But I think as long as we can kind of agree that these basic things, I'm gonna read this list out: tape, writing utensils, glue, koozie, unused sponge, band-aids, twine, batteries, cords, some sort of long item, bag clips, keys, and like post notes, that stuff. As long as we can agree that A, that stuff is in there, and B, it's all that stuff is one. I think Rick, you said it doesn't go with anything else in the junk drawer, I think is a rule, right?
Yes.
And then two, at least for me, the spirit of my junk drawer again is the unusefully useful, if that's a way to put it, where it's like it's just I'll have that aha moment. I know it's in the junk drawer and it's either not there, it's wrong, or it's not enough. And I'm like, dang, I gotta go look one more place and find its counterpart, kind of thing.
I would say that about 50% of it, Travis. I think the other 50% is kind of like that piece of wood that your dad keeps.
Mm-hmm.
That,
yes,
in
one
30
day I'll
years,
use this.
It's going to be absent. The other 50% is I look in the junk drawer and I find exactly what I need for that particular moment in my life.
I think it's probably closer to 80-20, but I'm okay with saying 50-50. But as long as we agree, it's like it's either hyper specific to what you need, or it's like just not enough. It's like it's those two scenarios that is in the junk drawer, and it's all of the assortment of, I don't know where else to put this.
Because to me, it's like junk drawer is like your leftover food that you don't necessarily want to throw away, but you're not ever going to actually use.
Mm-hmm.
And so you put it, so it's not on the counter, you put it somewhere to where it's not visible. But like Drew said, it's that piece of wood that you think maybe one day I'll have a need for it. And
it
just never
it's
happened.
that pack of ramen you put way in the back.
I ever open up a drink,
find it
and
find it 30 years later, and you're like, this is actually probably still good.
It's still fine.
I could eat this.
It's fine. It's salt. It's
God.
salt and dehydrated noodles. Okay. We're not going to come to a specific conclusion, and that's fine. But I think
that was just fun. That was just a fun discussion. General.
We had a good laugh.
I will say, Travis, those ranch veggie straws,
dude, those are dope.
Fire. I had a pack of the ones that you have, and I went and I bought a full-size bag for myself and went through it in a week. They're amazing.
Well, with that, it's time for last call. Tonight's last call. We're going real simple. We're going famous movie quotes. I'm going to read the famous movie quote. You guys just shout the name of the movie as soon as you can, and I will give you a point accordingly. So it's just first person. There's no, don't wait for me to finish it. Just shout it out. It should be relatively simple. I'm going for maximum chaos here. All right. Quote number 1. May the force be with you.
Star Wars.
Hey, Drew got a point. Rick doesn't seem like he's paying attention. We're going.
Didn't even.
Winning.
Is that what I did? Did I miss the intro? Did I miss this?
Yep. You sure did. You were just not there. Let's see. Danny,
Right,
do you want to play?
We're playing a game. Good to know.
Danny, do you want to play?
Yeah.
Danny, you know about as much as I do, so it's okay.
We're doing movie quotes. I'm gonna read out.
Play a game.
I'm reading out. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I'm on the board.
God damn it! It doesn't count. I'm not giving away my points.
That weirdly, Drew lost the point. And
Wait,
got-
here we go.
Prepare to die. I'm gonna read out a movie quote. You just shout the name of the movie as soon as you know the movie.
Jackal.
That's the game we're playing.
That's
Cool.
a TV show.
Next movie quote. You can't handle the truth.
Two good men.
Point to Rick. Next movie quote. Shut up. You had me at hello. You know it.
I do know it.
Rom-com.
Jerry Maguire.
Yes.
Fuck.
Next movie quote. Why did it have to be snakes?
Snakes on a plane.
Indiana Jones.
God damn it.
I'm gonna give that to Danny.
Yep, he got it.
Next movie quote. I'll have what she's having.
When Harry Met Sally.
That is
Nice.
correct.
Well
Point
done,
to
Drew. Well done, Drew.
You ready? E.T. phone home.
E.T.
Next movie quote. Life finds a way.
Jurassic Park.
Nice, Drew. Way to get in there.
Thought he was gonna go. Life was like a box of chocolates, and I was getting prepared for that.
There you go.
Next movie quote. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Dirty Dancing.
They're dancing. Damn.
Next movie quote. You sit on a throne of lies.
Elf. I don't even like that movie. How did I get that way?
I love that movie. You're just too quick, Rick.
Next movie quote. Show me the money.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Crushing it. Next movie quote.
Pitch Perfect.
I'm the king of the world.
Titanic.
I think that goes to Rick.
Give it to Drew.
No!
I don't want that one.
Okay.
I don't want that one on my record.
I think it's Queen of the World. Oh.
I don't know.
Next movie quote. I see dead people.
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
That was Rick. Next.
Bang, bang. What's the
quote.
hang?
That's not what I hear in my headphones.
It's the leak.
Rick's ping is
Frankly, my dear,
Super high.
I don't give a damn.
super low.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Gone with the Wind.
God,
Yes.
yes. God
Oh,
damn it. Why
nice.
could I
Well,
not
nice,
think of that?
Danny.
Good job, Danny. My mind went blank.
Next movie quote. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop to look around, stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it.
It's the freaking blank day off. What's his face name? Day
Ferris
off.
Bueller.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. There
Thanks,
it is.
Danny.
Yep. I'll
You're
give that
welcome. I'm here for you.
to- Next movie quote. Leave the gun. Take the
Godfather.
Oh, that was
Woof.
quick.
Woof.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday.
I gotta go back and rewatch that movie.
I actually only know those quotes from You've Got Mail. So,
I would have also accepted You Got Mail.
never actually
As
seen
you should,
Godfather.
Rick. As you should. Can we do a live watch of Godfather?
Next movie quote. I'll be back.
Terminator.
Terminator.
Yeah, good job, Danny.
Danny, quick. Right, real difficult one. The first rule of Fight Club is you
Fight
don't-
Club. Give it to me. Give it to me.
that was Rick.
No.
That was me.
Fuck
No,
off.
Rick-
Your internet
Rick-
that works, Drew. Your
Rick
internet
said
that
Everyone's
works.
latency is
No, Rick said it really quiet, like a half a second before the both of you did.
No.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Say hello to my little friend.
Scarface.
Next movie quote. Great Scott.
Star Trek.
Nope. Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Oh, fuck. Nice.
Damn, Rick.
Do it for
Rick's
me.
been watching all the movies from the last 20 years.
I'm getting caught up.
In the last like year to get caught up. It's more fresh than his mind.
Next movie quote. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Oh shit. Do I lose if it's
Nah, just shout it.
Apocalypse Now?
That's the one.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Next movie quote. There's a snake in my boot.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Next movie quote. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Home Alone.
Give it to Danny.
I think that was Danny. Let's do like 5 more. Next quote. My precious.
Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings.
I think
The
that was
Hobbit.
Danny again. And it was the Two Towers.
I will literally murder you, Travis.
Danny's
I will
audio came
murder
on
you.
first.
Danny has to come from China.
I was in
way
China.
ahead.
How is his
So
big
obviously
no,
he said it
No,
first.
you were not. Run it back. Travis, I want you to go through every inch of this audio when you're listening back.
I will.
And if you're wrong, I want you to post the actual results.
I will. I will fall on my sword. I don't know. Next quote. 4 more. It's just a flesh wound.
Monty Python and Holy Grail.
Drew, you gonna argue that one too?
Nope.
Yes.
He started before I did.
Yes, I will.
Next movie quote. Alrighty then.
The Mask.
Bruce Almighty. No. The
Ace
Mask.
Ventura.
Ace
Nice,
Ventura.
there it is.
Oh,
Danny.
God.
It was
damn,
all
I-
Jim
I-
Carrey.
I knew it was Jim Carrey. I just couldn't get it.
With 3 questions left, Rick, you've basically won.
Yes.
No, you can be tied. I take that back.
No, leave no doubt.
Rick is ahead by 3 with 3 questions left. Drew and Danny are tied at 7. Next movie quote. On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Mean Girls.
That's the win, but 2 more just to finish it off.
Can I wager all in one?
Yes.
Ooh.
It doesn't mean anything, but you can wager all your...
Whose line?
Who's the... Yeah, there you go. Next movie quote. Expecto Patronum.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Last movie quote. You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jaws.
Jaws, there it is.
Thanks, Drew. Well
All right.
done.
With a score of 12, Rick wins. Drew comes in
Hated
second
that.
with 9, and Danny a respectable 7, coming all the way from. I assume you're still in China. So,
Yeah.
We need an actual buzzer next time.
well, maybe if people like and subscribe to the podcast and donate to the podcast, we can afford some buzzers.
We can afford some buzzers.
Look at
Oh my
that
God, that'd be
segue.
amazing.
Look at that segue. This is the end. Follow us on the socials at @the_bar banter. There's a link in the description where you can use those funds. You can donate to the podcast. I mean, you can use those funds either for buzzers for our silly little games or to Rick's, what I think we're calling marketing campains.
Yes,
Is that
we
what
are.
we decided?
Yes.
We're gonna fix some potholes.
Oh, I don't think you remember, Rick or Drew. You weren't around. Rick is doing a ground
A grassroots.
grassroots. That's the word.
Yes.
Grassroots marketing campaign
Mm-hmm,
by going out on dates with women and telling them about the podcast. And so those funds can be
Interesting.
used
Okay.
to
For
fund
Rick's dates. Yeah.
Yes.
no,
yes.
it's marketing
one-
campaign.
Right.
One
Marketing
vote, yeah,
campaign.
one-
if you want to
one vote at
support
a
the
time.
marketing campaign.
Rick is really he's out there kissing babies, going on dates.
That's right.
Yes.
Shaking hands
yeah.
and kissing.
He's really campaigning
That's
hard.
right. That's right.
Yes.
For it.
Well, we
Focusing on a very specific market
Demographic. that
demographic.
We're lacking in that demographic.
Actually,
Right.
we're not. That's our strongest demographic.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's because of Rick's grassroots
It's because
campaign.
of Rick's grassroots campaign. New episodes every Wednesday.
I'd like to sponsor an apple teeny for Rick for his next.
Yes.
There you go.
Easy on the teeny.
And just remember, this is our podcast, and you're so along for the ride. Okay, bye.